William Judy Johnson.
On the Field of Legends at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, the legendary William Judy Johnson is actually at shortstop. But Judy Johnson was one of the great third basemen in Negro Leagues baseball history, you might say in baseball history. Whereas physically, he did not fit the mold of the classic third baseman, who is usually much bigger with more power. Judy Johnson was, well, relatively diminutive. But man, he had a great arm with great range, and what he lacked in power, he made up with line drive contact hitting, was a great bunter and one of the smartest men to ever play this game.
I don't consider a man great just because he can hit. Baseball has so many things. You're supposed to think, above all, think.
It's not a coincidence that wherever Judy Johnson played, his teams won. And Judy was right in the middle of making it happen.
All right. Record 1 assist. Got it.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder. Hard shot down the line at third. Lays out.
Hit the wrong button.
Can't squeeze it.
Hit the wrong button.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder. Hard shot down the line at third. Diving, stop by Judy. Throw to first.
Ah,
And he'll be safe
it's a
at
two-parter.
first.
There we go.
In time, a
Third time's a charm.
Defensive effort from Judy Johnson.
Oh, that took forever. 12 rounds to 9 innings? Is he a boxer?
Growing up in Wilmington, Delaware, Judy Johnson's father wanted him to be a prize fighter.
Oh.
And he wanted him to train to box. And so he would actually have Judy's older sister be his sparring partner. And after several rounds of getting whipped by his sister, Judy Johnson quickly knew that this boxing thing was not for him. So instead of fighting in the ring for 12 or 15 rounds, he chose 9 innings of baseball, which was much safer, much sounder, and absolutely the right path for Judy Johnson.
That's cool. One extra base hit. Got it.
Here's Judy Johnson digging in for the Hilldales.
Yeah, let's
looking
get
for
this
a
early.
clutch 2-out knock. Headed
Get down.
towards the corner. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a second cross.
I needed that
They
to...
lead by 2.
I mean, I'll take it, but I needed that to get past him.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left
There's
center
a guy in
field.
first, too.
And now 2 aboard. Judy Johnson.
All right,
digging
nobody
it down.
on. Come on, I need this to the gap. Nope,
one
not that one.
Outside.
1-0. Judy Johnson, born William Julius Johnson. He actually got the nickname Judy because there was another Negro League player named Judy Gans, and his teammates thought Johnson looked a lot like him.
Oh,
Now
wow.
tag at second,
He's out.
And he's out, trying for 2.
Wow,
Ready
he
for the
just
bottom of the eighth.
completely
Here's the third baseman,
lasered that.
Judy Johnson. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
That was an absolute laser to get me. I thought maybe I had a shot at it.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. Judy Johnson digs in now. That one is absolutely belted. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw. There's the tag.
He's out.
They get him, and that's the inning. 1 down, runner at first.
Did that give me the wrong
Judy
one?
Johnson, the next to hit. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
I
Quick
did.
throw
I
back
did
in.
that the right
Lead
way.
Runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Come on, I need to hit one to opposite field.
Line drive makes the catch. and
Oh
a goal.
wow! I thought that was going. I thought that was getting through.
Judy Johnson digging in now.
Okay.
That one is absolutely belted. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. And he'll pull into second safely.
Give me the double. Yes, thank you. Whew. Breaking the mold. Tally 2 hits. Got it.
Bases loaded and Judy Johnson.
That I
digging
can
in for
do.
the first
Just the
time
extra
in
base
this
hits are a
ball.
little tough, a little tricky.
And that one
That's
is
a ball.
inside.
Baseball meant
The
just
base
about
loaded?
everything to Judy Johnson. It's
Oh,
even
that
how he
felt
met his
good.
wife. When he was 13, he played on a Sandlot team, and one of his teammates had a sister named Anita. Judy married her a few years later, and they were together for 62 years. He said even baseball was second to Anita.
Pitch
Ball.
misses outside.
Should be
2
3-0,
balls and a strike.
but
2-1.
One nice
Me
thing
swinging
about
at
Johnson's
everything,
early career
as
for
always.
Hilldale is that he got to play close to home because most of their opponents were from the Philadelphia
That's
area
foul.
too. Judy said,
Roll-
"You were
I was
home
very early
almost
and I rolled
every
over
night."
on it. Okay,
I'm
cool,
sure
cool,
Anita
cool, cool.
appreciated that too.
get down.
Lifted in the air, right center field.
Oh, nice diving
What a
grab.
play. Runners tag up from second and third, and they'll score first. It's 1-0. And now Judy Johnson.
That's a nice diving grab right there.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-0.
You know, some minor league fans are well acquainted with the name Judy Johnson. The Wilmington Blue Rocks play at Frawley Stadium, and the field is named Judy Johnson Field.
There we go. There's
That's
one
a
hit.
laser base hit. Now 2 aboard.
All right, can we get one more?
Down the third baseman, Judy Johnson. Ripped on a line to center. Makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Frawley Stadium is also home to the
Alright, this will
Delaware
probably be the
Sports
last
Hall of Fame.
opportunity, at least
and
in this
Judy was a
game.
member of the first
least in this
class
one.
to be inducted in 1976.
Chris, you know an awful lot about Delaware.
Get down.
Swings and blasts one
Let's go.
to left center, and that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second.
That's what we needed. Right there. delivering in the clutch.
It's
Mr.
not
Kick,
a
push,
coincidence
kick,
that
push.
wherever Judy Johnson played, his teams won. Classic line drive hitter who seemed to always excel in the game's biggest moments. He wanted to be there when the chips were on the line, and more times than not, Judy delivered. He was a part of that Hilldale club that played against the Kansas City Monarchs in the first Negro League World Series and also subsequently the second Negro League World Series. Judy Johnson also played for a number of great teams, including the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords. And in a series where the Crawfords were prohibitive favorites to beat the New York Cubans, they bring Judy in a pitch-hitting role. And of course, he delivered the game-winning hit that allowed the Crawfords to move on to claim the 1935 Negro League World Series.
So let's kick and push and coast.
Judy Johnson steps in with a chance to win it for the Crawfords.
One hit, okay.
Just missed. Trying to send this extra inning. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third, on his way to the plate.
Let's go.
Judy Johnson delivers the walk-off hit to give the Crawfords the win.
Love it. Trick play.
Judy Johnson and Josh Gibson had a great trick play that they did with the legendary Leroy Matlock. And on this particular instance, they got old Leo DeRocher. They were playing an exhibition game against a group of Major League All-Stars. DeRocher's on third base, and he had taken a big lead a couple of times. Judy Johnson calls time. And so he basically tells Matlock that if you don't pay attention to this guy, he's going to steal the uniform right off of our backs. And he knew that DeRocher could hear him. And so when he gets back to third base, he kind of utters, he says, you know, that's one of the dumbest guys we've got on our team. Now DeRocher takes this big lead off of third base, and Judy Johnson delivers the signal, which was a whistle. Leroy Matlock fires a fastball to Gibson, and Gibson in one great motion throws a seam down to third base. DeRocher tries to get back, and he was indeed out.
You're out.
That's cool. It's pretty cool.
Solo runner at third, 2 outs. Here's the left fielder.
One ball, no
Out.
strike.
Gibson snaps off a throw to third. Got
On
it.
the tag.
Judy Johnson slaps down the tag to double the runner off of third.
Got him.
Play.
Ha. Proven winner. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Extra base hit and 1 RBI. Got it.
Judy Johnson stepping in with a chance to
If I
break
can
the
hit
game
something in the
wide
gap, I got
open
it.
for Hilldale here in the first. And there's a foul ball.
Judy Johnson really had a lot of tricks at his disposal. He actually widened the left sleeve on his uniform to make it easier for pitchers to
That's a ball.
accidentally brush it with a wild pitch and
One
give
and
him
one.
a free base on the hit by pitch. Pretty clever.
That clips the corner.
He's pitching
Of
inside.
course, Judy's career wasn't just built on tricks and mischief. He had an inside-the-park homer in the 1924 Negro League World Series and came up
Get down.
with 2 big extra-inning hits in the next year's World Series, too. Nabs it. Runner
Right.
tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across.
Now I
It's
just need the extra
2-0.
base hit. We
2
got
outs,
this.
nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Judy Johnson. Base knock center field. And that extends the inning.
I don't like that, though.
Judy
Not
was
like
quite a
that, though.
competitor also, especially in games against white teams. He said that's when we played the hardest, to let
There
them
we go.
know and to let the public know that we had the same talent they did and probably a little better at times.
That's what we needed.
And that one's gone.
Biggest heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
While Judy Johnson was managing the great Homestead Grays, they're playing a night game against the Kansas City Monarchs. And the Grays catcher actually got hurt misplaying a ball. And so Judy Johnson then makes one of the greatest decisions of his lifetime when he goes out and grabs a kid out of the stands to come in and fill that role as catcher, stop the game, and put him in uniform. That kid was a future phenom by the name of Joshua Gibson. Judy Johnson, I guess you could say, was somewhat of a baseball savant. Buck O'Neill would say that he was a baseball player's baseball player, or a pro's pro, because that's the respect that Judy Johnson garnered not only from his teammates, but also from his opposition. Even though he was not large in stature, he made up for it with one of the biggest hearts this game has ever seen, and he was as competitive as anyone. But the respect that was there for Judy Johnson was universal.
That's pretty cool.
And that big heart would take him to the top of the mountain where he was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1975.
Sick.
Oh, you watching?
Man lived to 90 years old. It's a pretty good life right there, not even gonna lie. Alright, 3 total bases. We got this.
Bases loaded, 1 away, and Judy Johnson digging in for the Crawfords here. Big opportunity. Up and
That's a
in.
ball.
Inside.
Ball 1.
Judy Johnson had such a high baseball IQ, and he used it long after his playing career, too. He was a scout for the Philadelphia A's in the 1950s, and he almost signed Larry Doby, Minnie Minoso, and Willie Mays for them. If only they'd been willing to pay the money.
Ah,
On the count 1-2. That story about Judy scouting, Singy, he said that if the A's had given him the money to sign those players, they'd still be playing in Philadelphia.
And he might have been right.
There we go.
Don't forget who hired him for the A's. Hall of Fame manager and team owner Connie Mack.
And that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He's in there. 3 runs scored.
let's go. Let's go. William Judy Johnson is done.